Welcome to Doing Scale Models. I'm Jason, your host, and I do models. How is everyone doing today? Today's going to be an interesting stream because I have a switch to fix, but it is going to be more of a chat and things like that. I got my new microscope set up. If you guys haven't seen that video, you should check it out. I think I can put it in front of this camera, so I have it set up on a boom arm so I can see better and do things like that. So it is all set up. I can push it out of the way. I'm also working on this test card here. Hey Nick, how's it going? I'm working on this test card for chips. I still have some holes to cut in it, but if I take a M92 chip and I plug it in there like that, it fits perfectly. And then I could come in there with some test leads. Hey Phil, how's it going? Crazy, how you doing? And I can put it in there, and then I can come in here, with test probes, and I can diode check all the points to ground on the chip. So, and I got a slot for P13. I need a slot for the battery management chip, and then I will have that done, and I will put a back on it so it will hold the chip, and then I can just pop them out from the front. So that way I can do comparisons to a bad chip to a good chip and see how it turns out. I am not a fan of cutting out squares in plastic with the scalpel. Never been a fan of that. I've done it so much, but I'm still not a fan of it. Still a little dangerous with a scalpel, especially my scalpel. It's kind of dull. Alright, so let's move on to why we are all really here. I have a new toy. Now, in the last stream, I tried to pull a fuse off of a Nintendo Switch, and my hot air station did not do it. It was awful. I ended up having to use a blob of hot solder on the soldering iron. So I immediately sent that back, and I got a new toy. It is a big new toy. It's not going to fit in my camera position, but it is a Quick 861DW. That's what it is. So we are going to open this up, set it up, and we are actually going to do some stuff with it. So we got an owner's manual. Send that to Phil. He can read it for me. Alright. Wow, this thing is huge. Hope I have room for it. Alright. So wow, it's very light. It's very, very lightweight. Just get all the stuff. That's the nozzles. There's the weighted stand. Alright. I think that's it. A lot of foam for my son to play with later. He'll enjoy that. Okay, so here's what we got. Okay, so, hey, everybody can hear me okay, right? Yes, new toy's crazy. It is a quick hot air station. The last one just didn't do it. I was going to get the one that Phil recommends, the Atten, but the one I sent back, I got an Amazon credit, and the Atten wasn't available on Amazon. So this is the one I got. It's still, it still comes recommended by a lot of repair companies. Like I think STS Telecom, he has this station. So, wow. What just happened? Hello? Oh, that was weird. Yeah, okay, thanks. Now that you use it, yeah, I think I'm going to appreciate it. So, I can't get over the weight in the base. The base is almost as heavy as the entire unit. So, you know, if you just, yeah, that's not gonna, you know, no matter how hard you pull that off. Plus, I think it has a tip remover. Oh, here's the tips I have. I have these 3 size tips here. So, I like that size and probably that size, and that would probably be good for something. But I would probably mainly use these 2. I have some bent nozzles coming, but you're supposed to be able to put these on, and then you can take them off using the stand. Just like that. You just take them off with the stand if you gotta change it. I guess that's what makes it quick. So, okay, so next thing is also okay. That's for that thing. I have the same arm, just new. The same. Yeah, it takes a while to get stuff built up. I've been building up stuff for like 3 years. Slowly got stuff. I started with crappy meters and an oscilloscope, and now I have nicer stuff. Yeah, yeah, I understand what it's like with kids, Phil. It's, yeah. And I told you earlier what my deal was, so I'm not bothered by that stuff. Okay, now I made a hole for this in my workbench, and I will show you what my workbench looks like in a second. I'm going to go over what my workbench looks like. How long? Man, you know, the hose on this is very short. Yes, the hose is very short, so that's going to be interesting. And I got to swing this camera all the way out. Let me unplug it. What's nice about this camera is I can swing it all the way out of the way completely off my bench and not have to worry about it in my way anymore. Okay, so it's going to go up there. Yeah, you're going to see me struggling here because I have one available plug for this, and where I want to put it, I don't know if it's going to work out, so I don't know if it's going to be long enough. Okay, let's move that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. It's going to be a little bit to push the buttons there, but hopefully I can pre-program some temperature sets. And since I'm only working on switches currently, I'm not going to have too much issues here. Let me just move a little bit more stuff here. I have a mess. I thought it was going to fit somewhere else that I made room for, but it's not going to fit there, so I'm going to have to put it right there. Okay. Now I can plug it in and test it. Now that I have a mess here. And okay. All right. So we have the unit plugged in. That was okay. What do we? Oh, Jamie's here. Man, you guys are blowing up the chat. I can't keep up with it. Let's see here. Oh, hey Jamie, how's it going? Hey Jamie. Yeah. It's cause you're fortunate if you work out how much you guys have spent. It does work out to a fortune. It's crazy. It's an absolute fortune. Yeah, 3 to 5 grand is your workshop, Phil. Yeah, you'll catch up. Just fit the same amount of consoles. Yeah, there you go. Price it all up, Phil, and see how much you cry. Um, let's see here. Hold on. Let me get a shot of something. With this camera, it's gonna move, but sorry. That all right there between that, and those two items is about $2,900, maybe $3,000. Just those 6 pieces of equipment. And then, I just bought the $300 quick station. But yeah, it's not cheap to have nice stuff, but my stuff has a use. I do more than just mess around with switches. I actually do some work for my old job a couple days a week, troubleshooting, sometimes more designs and things like that. So the test equipment, excuse me, the test equipment comes in handy for me. Yeah, my equipment pays for itself with my old job, but I couldn't do it without this equipment. I barely do it with this equipment. At my lab at my old job had better equipment, and I was more familiar with it. But I definitely could not have that equipment here. It would be insane. I believe the oscilloscope is $5,000 alone for that Keysight oscilloscope. So, the sound setting. Ooh, it plays a sound. Alright, we're done with that. We're not going to read that. Okay, we have a grounding probe. Ooh, I can ground myself. Whatever. Okay, so let's cook something, I guess, right? Everybody wants to see me cook something. Is that... Yeah, the station I had was $300. It was like a Textronic, or $400. It was one of them all-in-one stations, and I used it 10 times, and it wasn't working anymore. The hot air was awful after that. So I sent that back, and I got the quick and a heat mat for changing digitizers on the screen. So, alright, so I'm going to turn this on and see what we get here. We beep, and then... Let's see, channel 1 is set for 392 at half full airflow. We must be in Fahrenheit. Seriously? Yeah, we're in Fahrenheit. How do I get out of Fahrenheit? Hold on, I have to look at the book now. I don't work with Fahrenheit. Yeah, I don't do that whole Fahrenheit thing. Okay, how do I get it to... Okay, the book says it's in Celsius. It doesn't even... Everything's in Celsius. It doesn't even... Operating password setting. Well, what do I want a password? Okay, message errors. Calibration. Oh my god, there is seriously not instructions to put it on Celsius. No, there's not instructions on how to... No, I can't learn to use Fahrenheit. That's just weird. Alright, I'm just randomly pressing buttons. Turn air temp and up and hold the number. Turn temp and air up and hold the number. You said this, do you? Alright, so temperature up and... Yeah, that definitely didn't do anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing any combination of buttons here that will change it to Fahrenheit or Celsius. This is weird. Oh. And the book tells me everything in Celsius. There's gotta be a... Alright, let's see here. Okay, so this is weird. There is weird things that go on with this. Okay, so... Okay, so if I turn it off, hold channel 1 and turn it on, what does that get me? That gets me nothing. What if I turn it off and hold channel 3? That gets me nothing either. Because if you turn it off and hold channel 2, okay, here's channel 3. Okay, that didn't change it. Yeah, I can't get it into, we're going to have to look up conversions here. All right. So, never tidy up. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to spend half the stream cleaning. So, let's see here. Let's go to, I'm going to bring up my Google here, and I'm going to search for, so I want 480 C2 Fahrenheit. So that's 896 in Fahrenheit. So I want 896. 896, and I'm going to do about, let me see what that airflow's like. That seems a little much. Put airflow around 50 for this one. I can always turn it up. So I'm going to set that for channel 1. Okay, channel 1. Channel 1 is not set for that. Okay. 896 here. Okay, this is I'm not happy so far. We're going to see how it takes the part off. Okay, 896 at 50. Okay. That definitely didn't. Well, this is, hey Neil, how's it going? Hold down the button. Yeah, I did hold down the button. It definitely didn't save the temp. Temperature setting. Airflow setting. After setting the temperature in airflow, click channel 1, 2, or 3 to save the setting data into channel 1, 2, or 3. So let's go back up to this 896. Oh, that's 856. Okay, so 896 at 50. I pressed it. Hopefully that saved it. Did it save it? No, it did not save it. It just put me back to 392. Yeah, none of these are set high enough anyways, so I don't know. I'm going to have to watch a video. So, alright Neil, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm going to put a label on it and that's not going to help. Take the nozzle off. You mean like, do this and then set it up? Well, let's start here. Okay. No, that didn't work either. It dropped it back to 372. That's highly annoying. Yeah, that's annoying. The top. Oh, the thing is frozen. Okay, hold on. Sources. No, this one. Bye bye. It's just gonna go away. Okay, so yeah. Alright, well, we're just gonna test this thing and see what we get. Alright, so here's what we're doing with the test on it. We are going to pull an EMI filter off of this switch because it's bad. And we're going to test that it's bad first, just to make sure I grab the right one. Let me get my scope back up here. Plug it back in. That would help. Okay, get that all hooked back up. So turn on the meter. I don't know why, but I'm turning it on. And let's get the board under here to check this EMI filter here. Alright, let me get this in focus here. Okay. So let's go with this one. There we go. So this is my this is fully this is zoomed pretty far in actually. And I can see P13 here. And it's this filter. Let me get a pointy thingy here. It is this filter here. It is this filter right here that is bad. And we'll test it just to make sure here. Let me grab this one and this one. So we are gonna test this bad boy. And I'm not sure what I'm going to test it in because my brain just gave out. I don't even know what that was about. I need these. Oh, wow, that was sad. Brain just gave out on that one. Now, so if I come in here with the LCR meters, hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah, barely. So if I come in here and I touch this one right here, where's it at? That's that. This way, there it is. So if I touch this one right here, I get, oh, I'm in resistance mode. Resistor, inductor. So if I touch this one right here, I get 0 nanohenries. You can see that. You can barely see it. But if I touch this one right here, I get 133 nanohenries. So that one is definitely bad. Wow, that's, yeah. Yeah, hopefully you get that sorted out. Okay, so that filter is bad. We are going to rip it off of there like animals. And we are going to put a new one on, or attempt to put a new one on. Okay, so I need to move this station over here so I can grab it. Not in the way of the fume extractor. Oh, shit. That's not cool. Yeah, that's highly not cool. Yeah, went to put the tip on and bad boy turned on. Let me tell you, that was scared the death out of me. Okay, so we are going to set this. Okay, we are where I want to be anyways. Oh, I'm turning that airflow down. I'll pull that component off at 70. Okay. Let's see how that is. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. So, tweezers. By the way, if you press and hold the button on the handle, there's no button on the handle, man. There's definitely no button on the handle. I think that's yours. We got the CPU. Did I really swear? Oh, I didn't know I did that. Oops. Good thing I'm not monetized. Then I would be sad. Tweezers. Yeah, I didn't even catch myself there. Normally I catch myself. Alright. It's filter time. I'm going to put the flux on it. I'm going to get rid of this Amtech garbage. So, a little bit. Oh, that's a god-seed amount of flux. Wow. Wow, and that's expensive flux too. I feel sick now. Alright. Oh, it's definitely different holding it, that's for sure. Wow, that seems like it's a little fast. That seemed a little bit fast. Now I gotta wait for it to cool back down so I can change the air temperature. Yeah, that seemed obscenely fast. See, that's why you can turn it off from the handle, and you can also blow cold air. Yeah, if I could have gotten it, I would have gotten it. And can I change the airflow with me holding it in my hand? That's what I want to know. Yes, I can. That was just way too fast. Okay, let's try this again. Turn on the fume extractor. Just the troll fill. Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got that off. Let's put that back down. Alright, so the pad looks a little corroded. So I'm going to clean that up with my iron here. Yeah, we're going to go with this tip here. What do I have here? I can clean that up with. I'm using the TS100. I just put a massively large tip on there just to wackadoodle this real quick. Yeah, that definitely has extra power. I wasn't expecting it to go full force on me like that. I had to turn it down. I was getting a little worried. I don't think I knocked anything. Alright, just, what is going on? Okay. Yeah, see, this thing goes from 0 to 120, so it's not like 100% airflow, so it has to be a percentage of 120, so it does 120 liters per minute. Yeah, it was what I could get. I don't have a problem with it yet. We'll see what happens. Let me get a coil out of here. That's how you store chips, Phil. Right there. See? Boom. Look. And they're all labeled. Look at that. All labeled. I know exactly what I have and where it is. both the same way, upside down. Yeah, they both look exactly the same. So I'm going to stick that skid right there. Alright, there we go. Who wants to see me blow it away? Who is hoping I blow it away and get pissed? Who's hoping that? Not me. I definitely used the wrong flux. Oh, shit. See, I told you guys. Yes, I label my chips, and I'm not going to read what you said on my channel. It's just rude. Alright, I want to put some flux on there, some real flux, some of this chip quick. Just look at that, look, it's just swimming in it now. That was an insanely amount of chip quick. We used the wrong syringe, and then we're going to give it a little bit of, let it float and dance a little bit. Should be good. Alright, that should be good. Let's put that there. Alright, now we're going to clean this board up, because this should be good to go. Let it cool down. Yeah, it's in liters per minute, but yet it's set to Fahrenheit. It's stupid. The setting, it's being set to Fahrenheit, is gonna really piss me off. If I can't figure out how to change that to Celsius, I may send it back. I seriously may. I don't know any channel that I watch that does repairs that has their station set to Fahrenheit. It's just it's horrible for temperatures. It's just awful for working with temps. The whole Fahrenheit system is bad. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Okay. Clean up the board. Alright, so what do you think, Phil? Think I did a good job on that? Alright. So this should work now. This worked before. This was a working switch. The only thing wrong with it was that EMI filter. So this should go back together, no problem. So let's do that. Let's finish this up. Oh wow, things are just going off like crazy today. It's just one of those days. All right, so I haven't actually built a switch back up since I reset this microchip up, so we're gonna try this out here. Alright, so now the only thing that was wrong with this switch when I got it was it didn't dock to the TV. It worked, it just wouldn't dock. So I determined that it was that filter, and now the filter has been changed. So this should work just fine now. I just want to check that LCD connector real quick just to make sure it's not mangled. So if it becomes mangled, I know I did it. Okay, here y'all can bear witness to this. That LCD connector is good to go. So if it doesn't work, if I mangle it, you guys know it was me, and then I get to change 2 of them. So, alright, I'm going to try Phil's way again. That seemed to seat in well. Alright, here we go. Let's get all this stuff up. Okay, so let's get this out of here. And the black one. Hey Phil, do you know which one the white one is and which one the black one is? Or do you just, one's Bluetooth and one's Wi-Fi? I know that part, but do you know which one is which? Okay, so that's all those. Let's get the power cable here. So, oh, backlight. Okay, there's all my cables. This has got to go fully back together because I got to put it on the dock. So, we're just going to use the Phil Hates It iFixit kit. So, white is Wi-Fi, black is Bluetooth. Yeah, I was just curious for when I'm tracing out circuits, I can figure it out, trace it back, and see what's going on. I'm not a fan of that Wi-Fi chip, be honest with you. That has way too many balls on it. Yeah, it's insane. I don't think a screw goes there, but I haven't put one of these back together in so long, I can't really remember how to do it. Alright, so so that's that. Just plug in the fan. Watch me look low. Let's just plug in all the cables first. So we got this one. Right there. And then we got the backlight. Backlight is in. And then let's do this Joy-Con rail. So let's continue this cable assembly thing. I actually quite enjoy putting these back together. Plugging it back in, fix it. Yeah, that's what you were telling me. So, oh yeah, that's how you would determine it right there because you did that one. That was an odd thing that came unplugged. Do you think it was like dropped or something, or someone was in it? That was just an odd thing to have just pop off. So, alright, so alright, hold on. What the heck is going on with this? What is going on with this cable here? There it goes. That was weird. Okay, fan it is now. So fan it is. Yep. Alright, let's get the fan screws out. Yes, I have to label my screws because I have a horrible memory. You know, I never used to label things. And then about 5 or 6 years into my old job. Yeah, we're having fun, Jay. So about 5 or 6 years into my old job, I was working on 3 or 4 projects at once. And I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't remember they were all similar. They were power supply boards, one for European power, one for Japanese power, and one for American power. So there was three different power inputs, and the boards, other than that, had to function identically. And I was having issues trying to keep track of what board was what because they were so similar, and what components were what because they were so similar. So I started labeling things after that because up until that point, I wasn't all fully on my own yet. So I always had someone to rely on, but at that point, I was on my own fully in my job. So yeah, it was strange. So um, oh, I put that on and I didn't put the game card reader in. Now watch me get heatsink compound all over myself. Oh, it's all messy. Alright, so let's put the game card reader in. Yep, put my hand in it. Okay, so that's that. That will go in there like that. Let's take this screw here, put it in here. Okay, let's mess with this Lego connector. I hate these. These are the worst. There we go. I think that's good. Okay, so I'm going to put this in now. Oh man, heat sink everywhere. So you still having issues with the boiler, guys. How long did they say it was going to take them to put that in? Oh yeah, that one has a strip screw there, which is odd because it was never opened. It's like there's no weave threads in the hole. I don't know if it came like that from the factory or what, but it's weird. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm quiet. Usually takes 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, there you go. Put one in the workshop, Phil. Just don't stream it while you're using it. That would be oddly disturbing. Okay, so plug that in. Let us everything is plugged in. Oh, that's disturbing, Phil. Alright. I need to put this all the way together to test the docking feature, so... Alright, that's that. Let's put on this back cover. This needs to have the kickstand replaced on it, but I can do that at a later date. This has no serial number, which I thought was extremely odd, but, you know, what can you do? That's extremely odd. Yes, I did. I forgot to put a screw in. Nobody caught that? Oh, that stinks. Dog's sick. Yeah, we used to have Chihuahuas. My wife loved them, but we don't have dogs anymore. We have a child. It's the same difference. Alright, so... hate these connectors. Be in there. So here we go. This should be nice. I already put the screw in there. That was funny. I have an extra silver screw. Anybody can figure out where it went, I'd appreciate it. Oh, nope. Nope, that's not a screw hole right there, is it? No. That's weird. I got an extra silver screw. I don't know where it goes. Unless it goes right there. Yep, there we go. Good to go. Solved it. Okay, now we can put this back together. And hopefully, oh yeah, we'll get done plenty in time for my son comes out here, and then we can use his TV he's got over there to dock this and see if it works. Alright, so... Okay, that was a magnetic screw that goes in the kickstand. And then these are non-magnetic, so these go next. Not a fan of the non-magnetic, to be honest with you. Just too small of a screw to be dealing with. Hey Liam, how's it going? Hey Jay. Yeah. these magnetic screws are just stripped out to no end. So someone's definitely been in here, but they couldn't tell that that EMI filter was bad. There was no chips changed or anything. There's no flux on the board. So, and all I could find was that EMI filter was bad. And like I said, it worked 100%. Except for the docking issue, so we'll see what happens now with after I got a hold of it. I probably killed something or shorted something out, or who knows. But we're about to find out. Okay, so now that I put it all back together, it's not going to work. That's how I roll. Alright. See what we got here. There we go. Nintendo, yay. Rehot CPU. Yeah, that's coming up, man. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it to this one because it's like that Nintendo logo popped up a little slow. Okay, and the touch works, yay. And we have that. Okay, so I am going to let me see how. Let me see if it docks before I move the camera and all this stuff, because to be honest with you, I'm a little ashamed of the mess. Kind of looks like Phil's work area, and I'm a little bit ashamed of that mess. How do I make this dock? No, not that. No, not that. No, not that. Hold on, guys. Okay, turn on. Okay, is it this one? Okay, this is the... Oh, it turns it off. This is the freaking hardest thing to ever switch displays on. Let's just unhook his display here. Okay. Okay, here, let's check this out. Let's go to 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we have here. And no power save. Okay, so apparently, let's just try this here. Does that work? Okay, so this is not going on the TV. Huh. Like, it wants to go on the TV. It's acting like it's on the TV, but it's not going on the TV. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Okay, so yeah, that didn't work. Sorry about that. Yeah, that didn't work at all. So Still doesn't dock. That is strange. Huh. He doesn't label the labels, he just pre-orders them in bulk. Yes, I do order my labels in bulk. I do. That's the best way to do it. Change P13 on it. Change P13? Oh, that seems so difficult. I need a good hot air station. Yeah, I'm going to have to change it. I want to test it first, though. I really do. I'm going to test it. Because I should have tested it in the first place. I should have tested the diode reading on that HDMI out pin, but I wasn't thinking straight because I was doing a video or the thing. So I definitely should have changed that, checked that diode reading on P13 before because I know what pin goes to the HDMI out, and I should have checked it to see if it was good. Yep, I should have checked that pin. Well, it seems like everyone here has come from Phil's channel, so I appreciate that. I appreciate you all coming to join me. Turn that off. And Phil, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, how was I going to test it on the dock with it not together? How am I supposed to test it on the dock with it not together? Won't even fit on the dock. But I definitely should have checked that P13 pin. That I should have checked it. But I thought that it was the filter that was making that pin weird. So, yeah, that was definitely my bad. So, this is not a switch I'm doing a stream fixes on, but it's going to be. Let's turn into that, let me tell you. Alright. Let's open this back up. At least I'm using the electric screwdriver now. Silly question, would a switch work on a docking station with a blue screen? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any blue screen. Phil has a blue screen switch. He's quite fond of it. He's a big fan of that blue screen switch he has. Alright, let me get this garbage off of here. Actually, I don't want to say it's garbage. It's actually a pretty good thermal compound. I just don't want to put my hand in it. Alright. So... So let's finish getting these screws out of here. Probably should have unhooked that battery. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's start popping connectors. Fans out. So y'all saw the switch work, so when I break it more, you guys will see that, you know, I broke it more for real. Okay, so only thing left is this LCD connector. There's that. Now let's get the rest of these screws out of here. Oh. If anybody's asking about my electric screwdriver, it's an ES121. I do not recommend it. I am using it because I have it, and it's the only one I have that's not bad. So if anybody is curious, it's an ES121, and I don't recommend it. But because I have it, I will use it, and people may think I think it's good, but I am not a fan of it. You don't need that much computer technology in a screwdriver. It's just a bit overkill for me to have, you know, instinctiveness and torque, and you know, it's supposed to, I don't know, it does all kinds of crazy stuff that I don't know. It does take the screws in and take the screws out very nice, but it's got too many features, and I just don't care for it. Alright, let's check P13. So, I know that filter was bad because it measured bad, but I'm not sure if P13 is bad also, but it could be. But I'm about to test it to find out. Can you believe this is the biggest thing of thermal paste I could find? I can't get that from work. So, this is the biggest thing of thermal paste I could find. 8 grams. It's sad, really. So, it's super sad. Alright, let us bring in the scoop. Alright. Alright, we zoomed in there. I want to check that pin right there. Positive on ground. This pin should be 730 something. And it is open line. Whoa, 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 whoa. You did did you see that? Hopefully someone, oh, I didn't even have it on the screen. Okay, everybody re-witness this right here. What do you think of that? That trace is moving. Did you see that? Hopefully you saw that. That trace is definitely moving. That concerns me. I'm not super excited about this anymore. Trace burnt with the component. Oh, let me think about this for a minute and have some tea. Alright, Phil, you know me, I can do things and I can try things. I'm not sure I can run traces yet with thin wire and sit a chip on it. Let mine. Yeah, micro jumper time. So I get an LCD connector to change and micro jumper times in 2 days. Yeah, you talk about deep end, right? Oh, it's definitely not being done today because my son starts school in 45 minutes and there's no way I'm running that in 45 minutes. No, I'm not. I can do it. I know I can do it. I don't have time to do it right now. I got like 30 minutes left, and I'm not gonna be able to run it. I don't even think my wire is small enough. Let me show you my wire here. If I can find it, there it is. That's the wire I have. I have to get smaller wire. That's too big. Look at it on the board. That's too big. I need smaller wire. So, oh yeah, you want to show me how to do it? That would be fantastic. But I need, what do I need? 0.1 wire for this? I don't think I have 0.1 wire. Oh, that stinks. That's the smallest I have in. That is the stuff from the microwave motor. That. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. That's the thickness of it. .48 millimeters. Not .48, not .5. Yeah, it must be different. It could be because, uh, how would that make any sense? You guys have a higher voltage rating than we do. Why would you have thinner wire? Unless you need more turns. Then you could do a double insulated thinner wire with more turns. So I guess that would make sense. We can have bigger wire and have less turns. So if you guys need more turns on yours, that would be one of the reasons for that. I should have snagged one of the 220 ones also, the 220 motors we had, and see if that's different wire inside. To be honest with you, I worked there for 20 plus years. I never took one apart to see what the wire was. So I'll snag a 220 and see what that looks like inside, because if that's different, yeah, I wouldn't have thought that was different between countries. That's weird. I didn't make motors. I made power management boards, heater boards, control boards. We use the motors, thousands of motors a month, but they were already pre-made and pre-wired for us. So, yeah, this is an oddity. Yeah. I don't even have anything to open. Okay, so somebody was asking me about my soldering iron. That's the TS100, and I mainly use this tip. This tip right here. I'll show it to you under the scope. I mainly use this tip right here. If I can focus it. This tip right here, or I use this knife edge tip here. It's my knife edge tip, and then I have this little tip right here that is basically worthless. That one's worthless. Every time I use it, I'm disappointed. And then I have this bigger chisel tip on a TS80P. So a TS80P, I don't recommend these for this type of work, but it's good for a portable soldering iron. I take that one to work with me because I like it. And if I need to do something big and bulky, it will keep up with it. And I can run it on a battery pack so I can go anywhere in the shop and not have to worry about having power. So that works out very nice. So, but that is why I use that, and then I just throw it in my bag along with my crappy screwdriver. And then I can go anywhere I want, and I have a soldering iron or a screwdriver and, various other things that people break and I have to fix, and then I need tools for that. So, and then for my meter and stuff, let's stump that. And then this is the bench test equipment here. I have two of the meters. They're all going to be on screen at once. I'm working on getting the LabVIEW to work. LabVIEW is a very complex software that does way more to work on the system, to work with all the meters. It's not only test equipment, but you can program it to do FPGAs. You can program it to run automated test sequence on units. It's designed for the manufacturing, research, and testing industry as a quality control system. End-stage quality control and mid-stage quality control, like you would have at each stage of an operation of building something. You would have a a rack with meters and stuff with wires coming out of it, and LabVIEW would normally run the software. It's very good software. I enjoy it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm done, anyways. Phil, thank you for stopping by. Thank you everybody for coming by, and I appreciate it. If you haven't come from Phil's channel, check out Phil's channel. It's the Coder. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm sorry I didn't get this 100% fixed. I thought definitely it was just going to be that filter, but that trace is definitely loose, and I need to get some wire to fix that. I have no problem fixing it. I've done stuff like that on different things, but not on a switch. But I don't have wire that small here. I probably have some at the lab, but not here. So I'm going to call it an end. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.